Good morning, people. It's early in the morning. Good morning, Sunday. So this is going to be part 5 of the come up. Okay, this is we're getting to the nitty gritty. So that's what this series is about. Part 5, the come up, and it's called critical thinking. Good morning, family. It's Adrian coming at you again with part 5 of the come up called critical thinking. So, just want to talk to you briefly about. I'm glad if you're following the series that you are here and that you see the value in the information that I'm giving you. So, with that being said, we talked about a lot of things. We watched my story as far as the first series to come up, letting you know what I was prepared to do. We talked about my mindset. We talked about mindsets and how you have to literally be prepared for success and failure. Failures is going to happen. If there was no failures, there wouldn't be any winners. So it's going to happen. We talked about the keys to change, a lot of the things that you're going to have to do to make steps and make progress in this trip. Then we talked about my 90-day run, which is what I'm involved in now, and I'm amped because it's on. It's nothing stopping me but me. And then the next step, we talked about a mentorship. Mentorship is a must. You must get somebody who's in your field, who's done the things, who is successful. And here's the important thing: whoever your mentor is, they can't have any personal relationship in the matter. Like, they don't care about this or that. They don't. There's nothing in it for them. They are strictly doing it to see you succeed and give you the best information and the best guidance possible. They don't care about the outcome because it's not going to change their life. They're already set. So you need to find somebody who does not have an ulterior motive, all right, to help you out. That's not why they should be doing it. They should be doing it solely on the basis of getting the best outcome for you. Okay, that's who you want to find as a mentor, not somebody that has been guaranteed something, that's something in it for them. That's not going to work because their motives are not true. You need somebody with true motives that only cares about the best outcome for you. It's not going to affect their life at all. So, with that being said, I'm going to give a call to action and ask you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment on Facebook, Twitter, all those great things the social platforms offer. And we're going to jump right into critical thinking. So, at this stage of the game, okay, it is important that we use our brains. Okay, so that's critical thinking. Basically, at the end of the day, it is using your brain to analyze, separate, or break through a whole into parts to discover their nature and functional and relationships. So whatever you're about to get involved in, you want to break it down into different parts and see what it's all about. Okay, that's step number one. Okay. Step number two is applying standards. Like, does the company have standards? Are there goals? Is there a mission involved? Can you see yourself becoming involved because they have standards, or you have set some standards that you're not going to get involved in? Like, there's some things that you just won't do. Okay, those are applying standards. So you need to understand whether or not the company, the organization, the business that you're about to involve yourself in, do they have standards that meet your criteria? All right, very important. And the next one is called discriminating. So this term can be used many ways, but we'll take it in the form of racial discrimination. People discriminate on people based on their color, based on their religion, based on what they eat, and so on and so forth. So what you need to do is take into consideration what you're getting involved in, okay, and do some research, okay, and then discriminate whether or not this is for you, okay, because this is a mindset, okay, this is going to be your life. You're going to run this as a business, and you need to understand whether or not there are other businesses that might be better, all right, or there are other businesses that are worse, all right. So that's what you need to do. That's the discrimination process, is separating the bad from the good from the evil, and so on and so forth, until you're sure that the venture you're about to put yourself into is of your standards. It has met the analyzation and separating stage. It has done all these things, and now you're discriminating to see if there's something better or there's something worse, okay? Next is your due diligence, or we'll call it the information seeking stage. And in this stage, you're going to do your research. This is what people, don't take people's word on face value. I don't care how well you know them, okay, or how well you think you know them, or they were from a friend, and so on and so forth. You take the time and do your information seeking. Does the company where they're listed on the Better Business Bureau? Whatever you need to do to find out everything you can about what you're going to involve yourself with, because it's going to cost you time and money. At the end of the day, this is what it boils down to. Am I willing to put my time and my money into this project? And that's why critical thinking is massively important. Okay, so you want to do all the information seeking. Don't settle. So what if it takes you 2 days to go on the internet and find out, or whatever? That's what you need to do. Okay, and last of all, well, not last of all, but is called logical reasoning. All right, so logical reasoning is what it says. Does this sound logical? Can I believe that people are actually doing this and succeeding at the rate that they say they are? All right, so I need to go and do the research. Again, this is researching. And then once you've done the research, you have your logical reasoning stage where you say, can I do this? All right, is it possible for me to do this? All right, and that's what it boils down to. All right, you got to believe in yourself, man. You got to change. We talked about all these things. You understand what I'm saying? You have to change. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in God, that I'm not going to be messed up in a messed up situation, that I can change and I can do the things that I want to do when I want to do them. And that's the bottom line. All right. So that's the logical reasoning. All right. And then we're going to predict. We're going to predict my strategy. Okay. So let's just take applications seeking for a job. So if you understand, this is why I keep saying that numbers are the key. Numbers tell a story of everything. Okay, so if you're job seeking, all right, and you're only putting in 5 applications a week, then that's the results that you can expect. You can expect maybe a call. Okay, but if you're putting 10 apps in a week, then the chances of you getting a call are much greater. So if you put in 30 and 40 apps a week, the chances continue to get larger and larger. So the bottom line is the amount of work you're ready to put in. You understand what I'm saying? If you go with this half-ass, that's what you will get. Half-ass results. All right? It's as simple as that. It's plain, it's simple. There's no cut, there's no dry. That's what it is. You will get what you put in. Okay? And the laws of nature will reward you or give you what you deserve. So here's a scenario again, I told you guys. So we take the desert, for example, and the desert has become overrun with rabbits. Okay? So there's 2 things nature's going to do. And nature is going to even that out. Okay? And it will do it 1 of 2 ways. The strong will survive because there won't be enough food for the weak. Okay? and the weak will die off because they will die of starvation, or the coyotes will come and begin to eat up the poor and the weak. You understand what I'm saying? Nature will balance out. And it's the same way with the effort that you put in. If you put in a lot of effort, nature will reward you with bountiful plains. There's enough stuff out here for everybody if you put the work in. Okay? And the last one we're going to talk about very quickly is transforming this knowledge that you've done, just critical thinking steps that you've done, is transforming the knowledge into action. Okay, after you've come up with whatever conclusion that you've come up with, let's say the place, the company, the business that you want to run is legit. It has seen proven success. It has aptitudes for bigger and better things in the future. It's in magazines. It's a hot item. Then you take all this knowledge and you transform it, okay, into an action plan. All right. So that's what it is, man. This is it. This is what's happening. We've talked about all the things. This is why I'm telling you that the information I'm giving you is of value. And that's the last thing I want to say. Okay, it's not part of critical thinking, but I'm gonna add it in there. Does the venture offer value for you? Okay, so let's not talk about value for other people. Okay, let's just say that you were other people and somebody puts the idea to you. Does it offer value to you? Do you see the value in the services that are going to be provided? And at the end of the day, that's the whole key. You're providing a service for somebody, okay? And it depends on how many people you believe that this could actually help. And this is why you do the critical thinking. You assess, do people really need this? And if they do, it might be something you want to be involved in. All right? So this was kind of a long one, but it was an important one. All right? The come up, part 5, critical thinking. I hope you enjoyed it.